What's up YouTube family? My name is Sergio Barron and today we're doing a mid-fade tutorial. Let's get it. Alright guys, so here to begin, we're going to lay down our first guideline with the sub-zero and just take it up all around the head. Next, we're going to come up about an inch high with the half, and that's just the clipper with no guard, open lever. Next, we're going to come in with the 1.5, and that's the one guard on the clipper with the open lever. And we won't come up about another inch high. Then we're gonna follow that up with the 2 and then open the lever as well to a 2.5 and then fade up about another inch high. Now I'm gonna come in with the 3.5. That's the 3 guard with the open lever. And I'm not so much gonna come up an inch high, but I'm gonna just start fading up that top guideline. Start fading up into the top of the hair. Now I'm gonna come in with the 4.5. That's the 4 guard, open lever. And I'm gonna just fade up anything that's left behind up into the top of the hair. After this, usually if needed be, I'll come in with the scissor over comb or clipper over comb. Now that our guidelines are set, we'll start fading down. I'll come in with the 1.5 guard, open lever to about 3/4. And then to make things easier, I like to section out the side of the head into 3 sections. That way we don't get overwhelmed. And then I'll start with the back side and start fading out that top guideline. Right here to the middle section and do the same thing. And guys, every head's gonna be different. This is just kind of like a starting point. And for this one, I'll catch myself starting with the lever open to about 3/4, and then if needed, I will open it all the way, and I alternate between that from 3/4 to the lever all the way open. Then we'll move on to the last section and finish off blending out that top line. And again guys, I'll start with the lever open to about 3/4 and then I'll move up to the lever open all the way up. And guys, take y'all's time with these steps. At first it might seem like a bit frustrating, but just take your time, make sure you get it done right before you move on to the next step. And I guarantee you with time, the speed will come. Okay, now we're gonna come in with the half guard open to about 3/4, and same thing, we'll start with the back section and start fading out that bottom guideline. Moving on to the middle section, and the same thing, open to about 3/4, and just with the corner of the clipper start fading out that bottom guideline. And just think of the clipper as an eraser, just lightly picking at it and sculpting out the fade little by little. Now we'll come into the last section to finish out fading out that bottom guideline and repeating the same process. come in with the one guard open to 3/4 and finish taking out that top line. We'll start from the back side of the section and just work our way up to the front of the head. And guys, if y'all feel y'all have to open or close the lever to take certain dark spots of the hair out, then go ahead and do that. Me, for the most part, I feel like I never have to close the clipper, but I do catch myself opening it fully open to take out certain dark spots. But for the most part, I do always start with the clipper open to the 3/4. Now to take out that bottom line, we're going to start with the 0, and that's the lever closed all the way. You'll catch me opening it halfway and then fully open to finish blending out the whole fade. We're going to repeat this process until we get to the front of the head and finish taking out that whole bottom line. Now for the left side of the head and the back side of the head, I do the exact same steps. So for time purposes, I will speed wrap a few of these clips until I get to the beard and the edge of work. I'll come back and give y'all a little bit of tips on that. start the detail work, I like using spritz spray. It really helps with like locking the hair in place. You just spray it on and then come in with your blow dryer. And as soon as it dries, you just come in with your edgers, and it just helps get really detailed on the lineup work. Before I come in with my razor work, I do like to apply some sort of shaving gel. I know a lot of guys out there like to dry shave. Me personally, I don't. I just don't like risking leaving any of my clients irritated. So yeah, man, if you like dry shaving, then that's your thing, go ahead. But I always use some kind of lubrication to help with the shaving. I'll shave down, then I'll come up and just go against the grain to get a closer shave. we're done with the line-on work, I'm gonna come in and start taking out the rest of the hair that was left behind. Why I wait till the end to do this, there's really no reason why. I just been a habit over the years. But yeah, I just come in and with the Sub-Zero take out everything, and you can see it leaves a little faint line, and that just helps me with the shaver. It just shows me how high to go up. And with the shaver, I just the same thing. I use it as it is a clipper, and with a flick out motion, just shave out all the rest of the hair. And sometimes, guys, the shaver will still leave a little line behind, so you can just come back in with your Sub-Zeros and then just flick it right out. So now we're pretty much done. I'll just go back in and just clean out any little detail work, and then I'll come in with my hair enhancements. Right here I'm using Hair Topic fibers. You don't have to, it's all preference here at this point, but it just helps bring out a little bit of details and sharpen up the haircut overall. So that's it for this tutorial, guys. I hope I was able to help y'all learn something today. I'll come in, style the haircut with a little bit of pomade, just to kind of bring out the whole haircut overall. If y'all like this haircut, give me a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section down below what other haircuts y'all like me to go over and do a tutorial for y'all. Thank y'all for watching.